4:43. We're pulling out of the cabin, heading for the Blue Ridge. Ow, ow!
Meet me outside. How about that?
How about that? Meet me outside, on the mountainside. Rolling into the mountains. It is 7:38 now.
Charlottesville's terrible, by the way.
Charlottesville's horrible. They have Sheetz restaurants and gas stations that have no gas.
And no parking.
And no parking except for a bike rack. Ow, ow! Beautiful morning. High at 80. Town of Covington.
No, we're not.
I just kidding.
We're in Martinsville.
Something to remember when it comes to fishing the Jackson River is there's this thing called King's Grant land. It is very important to read up on. I'm not going to go into all the details of it, but basically people actually own the river bottom and the shoreline, whereas most places that nobody owns the river bottom. If they have a King's Grant and they can prove it, they own the bottom of the river. You can't drop anchor on it, you can't weight it. All you can do is drift across it and fish. So keep that in mind. There's miles of sections like that up here, and you definitely don't want to get caught on it because they will throw you to the fire. All right, first fish of the day. A solid fish. Very good looking fish. And caught him on the DucknBuck Spinnerfly.
We're live.
All right, first fish of the day. Let's get our this guy out of here so we can take a look at him. Come on. We have a beautiful rainbow trout. Look at the
Let's
red.
have a look at him.
Let's get a good close look on that. Get that
Ooh,
fish.
man, what a pretty fish. Speckled and pink.
I think he's under 16 by just a hair.
Just a hair, yep.
Let's do a release here. You ready? Got good sunlight right here?
Yep.
Let's watch this pretty fish swim away.
It's gonna take off too.
Ready?
Healthy. Nice. Good job, Captain,
Fish
brother,
number
man.
one on the DucknBuck Spinnerfly.
DucknBuck
Ow!
winning. Good job, brother.
Heck yeah, dude. What you got there, Mr. Hale? Let's see it.
Hang on.
Ooh, he's a feisty one. Hey, that net floats, so don't worry about losing it. Oh, that's a pretty fish, dude. Look at the jaws on that sucker.
Oh, man.
Let's catch a good look at him. That is a native as they get fish.
Wild, brother.
For one of these guys, you can tell by how big his jaws
The
are.
hooked jaw. Put him back in the water here.
Yep. All right.
Out of the way.
And I just passed that fish.
That's as long as my arm almost.
What's keeper?
20 inches. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the 19 and a half that I caught and released here about a month ago.
Yeah.
Almost in the exact same place.
He's real close to 20. We might want to, let's go up on the bank. We'll measure him off.
Okay.
All right, he's about 17 and a half inches. Still a beautiful fish. Man, they just disappear.
How cool is that? Yeah! Woo!
If you find yourself near Lake Moomaw, make sure you stop and fill up a couple water jugs straight out of the mountain. How cool is this? It's called Natural Well.
Big old spring coming out of the hill. I love it.
It doesn't get any fresher than that.
No.
Deer Park wishes it was that water.
Every day.
That is cool. So the key to fishing this kind of water is you really want to pick out your deep pockets in here and cast ahead of it so that your lure drifts down into those deep pockets. That's where your fish are usually going to be hiding at. They'll come out of the eddy and smack your bait, and it keeps them from having to burn a bunch of calories just sitting there swimming against the current. They just stay in those still little pockets and wait for bait to come to them. Just climb your way along and hit the next hole. There it is. Fish on. There's the first one. Yeah, buddy, first trout. Keeper in the box. Just had a big fish swirl on it right out there in the middle. See if he'll come back for a second. Not interested on the second go round. Man, that was a nice one. That was probably 16-inch trout. Gotcha, bitch. Alright, so this is where they make railroad ties for pretty much all the railroad in the state of Virginia.
CSX.
Check out how many railroad ties there are here.
That is a lot.
As far as the eye can see. And they cut them, square them, and then creosote them here. And if a picture had a smell, this would smell like asphalt. Alright, we're here in Maury River, and this is a beautiful section of water here. If you look behind me, that, it's hard to tell what I'm talking about, but that is how high the water was the last time I was here. It was over that walking path over there. Pretty awesome little waterfall. And just some crystal clear water. Giant boulders. Fish hiding behind all this stuff. What you want to do is fish little pockets like that right there on the edge of the current. Cast up here and reel it through this. And probably pull a fish out of here. Fish number 5 for the day for me. And good thing to always do is go ahead and rip their gills out, bleed them out while you got them in the water, and they'll be a lot fresher tasting fish when you eat these things later on. So there you go. That duck and buck is chewed up, but it's still catching. All right, man, give me some final thoughts.
Tired, sweaty, had a ball.
Successful day.
Successful day.
Yeah.
We worked for it though. We fished 2 rivers and a creek or a stream.
Yeah.
We were successful everywhere we went, caught fish every place we fished. All in all, it was a great day.
Good day fishing. It rained on us. We didn't give up. Started off slow, but got into the fish this afternoon and lost more than we caught, but wow.
It's good when you catch more fish than beers that you've had.
Absolutely.